Hey, hey, hey.
5 at 5 Piranha Pond StreamCast behind the scenes pre-roll, and we are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Piranha Pond StreamCast, everybody. I am your illustrious host, Kingfish Mac, joined as usual by Piranhas in the Pond. My boy Neverflyer, what's going on with you, baby boy?
Man had to put my young pull-up up. I was showing cleavage. Look, cleavage. Cleavage shit.
Frank, I see you. I'm back in the home atmosphere.
In the building.
Nick Nash, what's the biz, baby boy?
Nothing. Trying to get with y'all, man. It's been a long weekend, man. I'm trying to see what's cracking out there, man. Catch me up on my shit. And I catch up. That's what I'm talking about. Catch up and get finessed up. How can I move on to the next thing? That's what we're doing today, baby. Yeah, it's real for real.
I can dig that one.
You know what I'm saying? Unpacking it.
And as usual, my beautiful baby, lovely Miss Nick Mo.
Hey, y'all.
What's going on back there, girl? It sounds like you're having some audio difficulties. You trying to get it together, huh?
Trying to get it together. That's what it is. Trying to get these lights right. Like stuff won't happen for me today. Hey, but that's all right. I'm here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let me get it right. 5 minutes before the broadcast over with. It's going to be perfect. Everything's going to be perfect. Lights going to be perfect. Situation's going to be perfect. It's going to be like, yeah, okay. Now, how can we recreate it again for tomorrow? Like, right. Early.
Oh, yeah.
Early.
Those who not perving swerving into the curving, like SE40 says.
Rhyming and swerving today. Ooh.
How was you guys' weekend?
Like, I feel like I'm always not looking.
What do you mean? You looking right in the camera?
I don't know.
I see you.
I feel like
that was almost
feel like I'm at an angle or something. Like I don't even feel like I'm looking like y'all look. Like y'all look like y'all
looking off.
You got an up angle.
I don't know. Hold on. Maybe I got it to elevated.
All of our things are space.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to either set your computer on something or
it's probably the curtains in the back. Or you get
like
one of those
the angle to where like I look like I'm not looking like this way or that way, like I'm looking straight ahead. Like I'll figure it out.
You always be looking straight.
Okay, and it just don't feel like I'm looking at myself on the screen. It doesn't feel like that.
Okay, well, because what's in the mirror is not the truth. You are the truth, and we see you light at 5. How about that? Let's go.
Boy,
I got eyeshadow, all that right there. You know what I'm saying? You all good.
So you filming on your computer, right?
I'm on my computer.
Laptop.
Yeah.
Where's your light?
Right on the side of me.
Okay, so it should be right behind your computer, hitting you right in the face.
Yeah, I mean, relatively, it's doing that. Yeah, but that's not the problem. It's not the lighting. It's just like I always feel like I'm not looking like. I always feel like my eyes looking one way and I'm not looking straight ahead. Like.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Yeah. She feel like she want to get eye contact.
No, I do the same thing, right? But it's because of the where you're shooting at. You're shooting right in front of yourself. So you got, like right now, I'm looking directly at the camera. And it probably looks like I'm looking directly at you. But generally what I'm doing is I'm looking at you guys. Now I'm looking at y'all, right? And you can tell, like, if I didn't have my glasses on, which is why I wear the glasses, you can always tell that I ain't looking at the right.
Yeah.
So the only way you're gonna get it to be right in front of you is if you're looking right at the camera, or what I do sometime, I take my webcam and I bring it down to right here and put it right in front of the computer. So it's right in my face and I'm looking past it at you guys, right?
Gotcha.
So Shell, I know you conduct yourself as you are in business to look people in the eye. Well, how about this? The camera, the computer is you looking it in the eye. How about that?
Right.
Yeah, they hear you and they see you. We see you.
Yeah, like I said, I always just feel like I'm at a funny angle and I don't be liking that. But Don't worry, I'm gonna get my setup too, because I'm gonna get me pretty soon. I'm gonna have my area to where I'm gonna have a desk and chair, and it's gonna be all, right.
I'm
It's gonna be
already
right.
knowing.
But
So the
I
thing
can
is,
rest
Look, I'm already knowing. That's why I sent you them pictures when I was like the
right.
picture I sent you is my
Like
wish
when I
list.
get
That's
my
my dream
own
list.
area of space, and I will have all that track lighting and shit.
uplifted,
Yeah, we gonna be
raising up, eye
on it.
level. Oh, but you know what?
Nick,
We gonna be ready to broadcast.
They got a little desktop setup that I sent Shell, Nick. That shit is so fly.
I know, it
big
was
ass
nice.
light, big ass light that like it come out from right here, but it illuminates. Look like you're on the news.
Oh, okay.
I want to be on the
Right.
I want to be on the news.
That, you got to
Frank,
think about
you
when you go
always
to
on the
DMV.
news. Always on the news.
Get the nigga
But that's
on
like
the
I was talking about,
news.
Shell. When you go to DMV and they make you look at that little white piece of paper right in front of you, that means that you're gonna look at the thing because you think you're looking at the camera, but they say focus right on this little white piece of paper. That's you looking straight forward.
That's so you don't
okay.
because the camera be low key cocked and all that other shit.
Yeah,
that's the one. You don't look right in front of it. I had to turn and twist it so it make it look like.
Yeah, see, like, so okay, you do that too. You be turning and twisting too. The angle.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Chuck Berry.
Yeah. Do the twist, Chuck Berry. But I just go ahead and talk. I run my mouth a lot, so it's all good. Can't stop me. I got a big hole in my face. Can't keep my mouth closed.
Hey, you gotta keep
I don't
going.
know what that is.
Hey, you gotta breathe through it sometimes too. So
What you guys get into this weekend? Anybody have anything interesting? Jump out?
I went miniature golfing and I shot fucking horribly.
That's what you're supposed to do with miniature golf.
Put golfing games. The old
I don't know nobody playing in miniature golf.
I was serious though.
Playing the game.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore.
You couldn't tell me I wasn't none Flyer Mickelson out that bitch. I rolled my young. I tucked my cuffs to my pants and shit and my socks. Yeah, pulled my socks all the way up to my knees. I was ready. I was getting it. Talking shit to my kids. Yeah, I had a gallery and everything. Yeah, like
do the mask.
You talking shit to my kids.
Yeah.
Did you take off the mask? You did it without the mask?
I shot horribly.
You did it without the mask?
How'd the kids do?
Worse than me, but better than me because they kids.
Better than you did. Shit, nigga. What you mean?
Crazy shit, though. Trey and Nola parred. Literally parred the hole.
That's what I'm talking about.
Real spill, bro. I was like, well, look at y'all. It wasn't no more than part threes on the bridge. You know that?
My weekend, I took
get hit with the
Get hit with the what?
Did you get hit with the mask violation? I know it was kind of hot out there. All right, cool. Allegedly.
Allegedly. This nigga's crazy. Yeah, I went on a fucking drive Saturday, man. I drove a couple of hours down the fucking hill, down to the city, drove around the city a little while and shit.
So you was feeling better?
Yeah. I got up and that's what it was. I needed to just get out the house and shit, right? I've been sitting around this motherfucker, breathing my own air and no shit, biting holes in my lip and all that kind of shit, right? You know how we do, right? To fuck around and be the died of a stroke and shit.
Where's your young sir?
Oh, he in there, sleep, playing the game, something, I don't know.
Still up.
Half naked sitting under the fan. I don't know. That nigga in there doing some Lil Mac shit. Right?
Lil Mac. Hey. Wish he was the Big Mac. That's what
all I can do is close the door at 5 minutes to 5, nigga. You know what that means, right?
Don't come, don't bother me, don't talk to me.
Hope you ain't got to piss. None of that shit, right?
Don't pass through the living room. Wow. I don't want you in the back of my camera. Yeah.
You better keep your special sauce and lettuce cheese over there. Special sauce and lettuce cheese in the room.
Now people walking in the back of the camera.
If I could count on my kids to just drop in and drop out, I would appreciate them every once in a while hopping on. Hey y'all, what's happening? But when I let them in the camera, they stay in the camera. I can't get off the camera.
I wouldn't mind a nigga getting on that nigga got an iPhone and all that shit. That nigga can get the link and talking shit too, right? Nigga, you grown, right? But on this one right here,
right?
Nah, buddy.
Not doing it.
You can broadcast from the bathroom or something.
Well, you said earlier,
I said?
you are the star in your movie. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else
Yeah.
You can't get these kids to understand that shit. You can't get these kids done. You see how they bum rushed me that one day? These motherfuckers, they know what time is what time, right?
They came right in the middle of the broadcast.
Looking back to see if they can themselves.
What are you like talking too loud or something? Like
hilarious. The life I live, I guess. Shit.
He said a life I live.
What about you, Shell? What you do this weekend?
Let's see what I did this weekend. Friday, I hung out with my cousin in the one by her house that night. Did like a whole little like low key girls night, so that was bomb. Then Saturday, I went to Houston for a little while. The same cousin who I was with, her son was invited to a party at Dave and Buster's in Houston. Think about that in a second. And then yesterday, one of my other cousins did like brunch. Him and his girlfriend, the same people that y'all saw the video like I had did a live like the weekend before that. They had a housewarming party. It was that same couple. They did like a little brunch set up yesterday. So we went and, hooked up some mimosas and we all had a good time. Sat out on the patio, talk shit, doing the hookah, smoke a couple cigars. So that's probably what it was. I got home probably last night somewhere about 7:20 and I called it a night. Speaking of Dave and Buster.
Oh.
Talk about Dave and Buster.
Allegedly.
Let's talk about Dave and Buster's.
Well, no, because now it asks the question there, what's your comfort level now with outside being wide open?
What you mean?
So the area that the party was in was wonderful. Because when you went in, like the restaurants were like, okay, it's like this is the entrance. The restaurants were kind of reared off to the right. And then, yeah, that was the whole gaming area, but you really didn't pay attention. They kind of had some tables right there with some people like for the restaurant. So you walked past that, and then you went straight up into like I guess like the reserved party room. It was still open, but not all the way open. So it's like the area you came in with. That's the area that was open, and the most you really was seeing was the big bar that was in the middle. And you didn't really give a shit what the kids was doing. They was playing and they had a good time.
Right.
And so we was at the area, long tables and stuff like that, sitting down, talking to other adults, had a good time. Had to use the restroom. Now, mind you, Dave and Buster's, you might want to add another restroom. Because if your restaurants are going to be on one side, you shouldn't have to walk through the whole gaming area to the end of the establishment to use the restroom. First of all, it wasn't, even if somebody was handicapped, it wasn't even wheelchair accessible. Secondly, COVID is still real. Like,
for real.
I feel like 2 shots in wasn't going to keep me safe in that area. I even begged the question yesterday talking to my cousins that I'd be interested after this weekend, after a couple of days, if they tested those kids, how many kids would test positive. I swear, that gaming room itself had to have somewhere between 250 to 315 people easily. Jeez. And it was just way too many people. Come on, fucking Dave and Buster's. Like, cut that shit in half. Like, and on top of that, they were still having 2-hour wait lists on people who wanted to come in there with 40.
So out there in Texas, they They not.
Houston has lifted the mask mandate, and
they not limited.
And everything is pretty much wide open.
So that's why it is. They try to pack in as many people as they can.
Herd immunity on.
It was just too much. It was like I said, being in the party area gave you a false sense of security. Like if you didn't have no kids and you didn't have to go to the gaming area, then obviously you wouldn't have really went to the gaming area unless you wanted to play something yourself and you wanted to look and see what they had. But again, having to go to the restroom, now why they didn't have a set of restrooms in the restaurant area don't make no sense to me, period. Because even if somebody wanted to wash their hands, they still had to pass through all those kids. Somebody had a fucking phobia of kids, and they just was going there for the adult atmosphere because Dave and Buster's does have a bar area. I don't feel like you had to walk through the whole gaming establishment just to go to the restroom. And on top of that, it was way too many people in there. Like I felt like the health department should have walked in at any minute and just closed that motherfucker down, because that's how many people that was in there. So so that begs the question to me is like, you know, like me thinking that I was just gonna be going to places and stuff like that. Like how good are you? Like, are you good in a place that's like between 50 to 75 people? Is like that's your threshold of comfortable, or is it less? But I know 150 to 300 is that ain't inside. It's not comfortable for me anymore.
So what I think it is corporations, businesses are looking to take advantage of. Bless you. Businesses are looking to take advantage of the fact that they open up now to make up for a lot of that money that they missed when they had to be closed and at limited capacity. And it's not just in entertainment. While you was talking, I was thinking about the situation I went through today, right? I went down to the doctor's. I had a 10:30 appointment. They tell me get there at 10:10. I know I'm going to be out that bitch by 11 o'clock. They don't even see me till 11:15, right? By that time, I'm cussing. And the whole fucking lobby is full of people going off on their ass about having to wait. You know what I'm saying? In the fucking lobby full of people. Oh, well, go wait in your car. Why would you guys overbook like that? If you book me for 10:30 in the fucking morning, and this is a medical, you know, I'm going for a fucking x-ray, whatever the fuck, right? And you know that I'm gonna show up. And if I show up at 10:45, you're gonna charge me $50 for the cancellation fee, right? So you know I'm gonna be there. Why would you schedule your shit so thick that you might not be finished for a fucking hour and 15 minutes? That don't make no goddamn sense to me.
I know at one point with doctor's appointments, you know, like when we were really in the pandemic, I know at one point that, you know, they weren't like that. Like
well, you couldn't
when you showed up, you had to call and check in, and then they text to call you and let you know when they're ready. But I guess they're not doing it anymore.
I called for a physical. It took me 2 months to get into my primary. 2 months. Now my other doctor, that you know I've been going to for years, pill doctor. This motherfucker, they see me over the phone. They're not even letting patients in. You're supposed to go in and test.
Telemedicine, right? They want to observe you.
They like fuck that. Yeah. They like, you good? What's your pain level? Whoop-de-whoop. Any changes? You good? You need anything? Cool. Holler at you next month. These other motherfuckers, they talking about, oh yeah, well if you need to come in, you know, you can come in at the end of July. Like what the fuck? But they trying to get that bread up. You know what I'm saying? They just packed up and stacked up. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have a whole year and a half worth of you haven't been able to really see patients, or you haven't been able to do business in the case of Dave and Buster's. And now you're given the opportunity to make up for that. You're gonna fucking overstack, overbook much business as you can get in this bitch.
And you ain't got no limitations.
Right. And fuck the comfort of your customers or your patients or your clients. Don't none of that shit make no difference. I remember when I was growing up, the customer used to always be right.
Not no more.
That shit don't never happen no more. I find myself always arguing with a motherfucker that I'm giving my money to.
Customers ain't
about they
tell you
fucked
one
up
thing.
service.
Coming from hospitality and tourism, it's been a long time since I lived by that creed.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Because people gonna people, and on top, and what's more important for that is I try to be that voice to the person that can't have that own voice when I go places. I find myself now taking more up for people, like when I go out, like why you gotta be such an asshole? Like I'll say that now because I know that that's what they want to say and they can't say it, and they just give them the straight fucking blues. So I will say that now.
So my position, right, while I understand exactly where you're coming from, my position comes from a business person's point of view. Mm-hmm. And as an entrepreneur, my goal in business is to provide expert service or expert quality product for the money that you're paying me. I'm not expecting for you to come short on the money. So you can't be expecting or tolerant of me coming short on the goddamn service, right? I'm gonna give you the best service that you can get for your money. Not the best service that I can give you, the best service you can get. You feel what I'm saying? Because if I don't give it to you, some other motherfucker is willing to, right? He's willing to work that much harder to accommodate you that much more for your portion of this little bread, right? So when I'm paying a motherfucker my money, I don't give a fuck if it's my rent, right? I'm paying you for expert service. I want all the shit to work. I want the shit to be like it's supposed to be. I don't want to have to come back and reprimand you about some shit that you should have got right in the first fucking place. Period. Especially when it comes to courtesies. Like shit happens in the service, in the performance of service, right? Because we people, right? So shit gets slow, you have accidents, sometimes you run out of shit, whatever, right? But for you to have the attitude that I'm supposed to fuck, like what the fuck do I expect? Well, I expect what the fuck you sell, god damn it.
Yeah, but I also expect you to be a human being, and I also expect you to come in this motherfucker and not try to treat me like shit because you had a bad day. Now I'm gonna give you that being that I'm professional. I'm coming into it and I'm giving you 150 of the 75 that you probably gonna get from somewhere else. But what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna handle me like I'm fucking pond scum. You're not gonna handle me any kind of way like that. See, I got sugar, which is why I don't serve. I manage.
I feel you. Now put yourself in the position of the person being served.
I have.
Right? No. Just watch. Just listen.
Just be that person to like, what are you gonna do?
Just listen.
You gonna say something about it? Or are you gonna try
No. Yeah. Let me describe the scenario. Okay, so you order food, right? Okay, the waitress, you know what I'm saying? She already, she's slow as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Took a minute to fucking get your attention, get her attention. Whoop. Now you're waiting for your shit. You ask her for some water. She comes and she bring you the water, slop it down on the table with an attitude, right? Because you asked her to go do something extra that she didn't expect to have to do right now, right? So, she slaps the shit down on the table. The water is lukewarm. And then when she come and bring you your shrimp and grits, when she put the fucking bowl down, she got her thumb in the bowl. And you say something to her, damn little mama, and you say it not in no fucked up way, but what she gives you is, what is your response?
I'm straight tripping.
Exactly.
And when I said what I
said, so that's the point. That's where I'm coming from. I'm not coming from a point when I say, oh yeah, well, an hour into it, I tripped. It wasn't like, I was just some belligerent asshole that it was a graduated, hey, what's going on? Just being an asshole. I was coming to the fact that I am doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing on point. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if I'm coming in someone's establishment, right, whatever it is that I'm paying them for, don't matter, right? Shoestrings. I don't give a fuck. And I'm gonna pay you all your money, but you're not gonna give me what it is that I'm paying for, and then your attitude is I should fucking just be happy with whatever the fuck it is that you're giving me. We got a problem.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that. I'm just that nigga. I ain't the nigga. Look, here, I'm gonna give you a whole perfect other example, right?
But at the same time, don't think that your little $5 entree gonna consist of you running me a whole fucking hour for shit that you know you can ask me for in the beginning. No, I'm coming at it from both aspects because I feel like sometimes people gonna people, and I get that. And to be in the industry, yes, you have to have thick skin. But you coming in there with the aspect of no matter what I do, good or bad, you're just gonna be an asshole.
No, that's not what I said, and I don't know why. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
I know that's not what you said and what you do, but what I'm saying is that happens, and I was coming from that point of view.
Well, I could totally understand, you know what I'm saying? You know, if you treat me with a level of disrespect, right? Unwarranted disrespect, it doesn't matter where we are, what scenario, then you're gonna get that smoke because that's just who I am.
That's just who I am, right?
So that would go without saying. I'm doing my job and I'm doing my job the best I can or whatever. And you know, I'm really fucking trying to do some shit, you know what I'm saying, to complete this task, and you being unwaveringly fucking on some fuck shit. Oh, well, you know, in that kind of scenario, I'm liable to get fired. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the scenario
you're talking about as in the person.
I'm talking about it like with the fucking doctor shit. Like what I said. Here, like I said, let me give you a different scenario. I go to the smoke shop around the corner from me and I buy cigars. I buy 4 packs of cigars every day. Costs $5.61 everywhere in fucking Barstow, right? At this particular place, it's this little young dude, right, that works there occasionally. Every time I go without exact change, right, if I give him $6, he's short on the pennies. Now, mind you, right, my change is 39 cents. He don't give me 40 cents. He gives me 35 cents. So for him, it's more economical for him to keep my 4 cents than for him to give me one extra 1 penny. That's all we're talking about is 1 penny, right? I'm the nigga that notices that every motherfucking time.
You losing money.
Night before last, I seen I didn't have change. I seen this little motherfucker was up in there, right?
Yeah, people they change.
No. Watch this. I give this nigga the $6. I'm looking in the cash register that he don't got the pennies. The nigga try to hand me the 35 cent back without saying fuck again, right? I tell a nigga, no, my nigga, 5 more cents. 5 more cents, not 4. The nigga gives me the nickel, but he looks at me like, damn, OG, you caught me, and I dropped all the change in the tip jar. But nigga, I just want you to know.
I know, nigga.
I just want you to know, nigga.
That's 4 cents on the
now,
dollar.
I will never go buy blunts there again. I come there every day. And
I've had
I
people
will never go there
that
again.
I saw was short on change, or they didn't, or they like for them to give me change, like they literally was gonna have to open up a whole nother pack of pennies, a whole nother nickels or dime. And I stopped them and was like, you know what, just don't worry about it. But again, that was me saying that, okay, I just don't want you to have to go through that. It ain't for you to take upon yourself. Well, I don't want to open up this pack of quarters, so I'm gonna short you your 50.
Here, Shell. Here, Shell.
Right. That ain't cool.
You come from the the angelic point of view. I'm gonna give you the all the way demonic point of view, right? 4 cents, right? Off every customer. If you got 1,000 customers, that's $40 in your motherfucking pocket every day that your till is gonna be over. When you see out at the end of the day, your shit is gonna be over $40. You get to put that in your motherfucking pocket. So, nigga, I know what you're doing. Tell me, nigga. Tell me.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. I mean, just give people their change. Give people their money. Give people their change. If they want to give you something, that's fine.
But I never would have said that. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have noticed it, but I would have said nothing. I just kept pushing. Like I don't like.
I've been not saying nothing.
I mean,
I've been not saying nothing for a year.
Like,
yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying.
Like,
Frank, you know, because I done told you before. Right? We didn't talk about it. I done told you before. I said, man, I know I'm petty as a motherfucker, but you know what? I should be.
Yeah.
As you can be. Damn it.
I mean, everybody is entitled to being them, and if you know that's fine.
Hey, I also want to attest to Mac's motherfucking quality control situation, because this man is the man that will be fuck all that plastic bag shit. I'm finna order me some special bags because I'm just that nigga. That's how Mac run. On the street.
For real.
But you know what?
Try to get the people what they need. You know? Hey, that's
always, man. Always.
Yeah.
So I'm looking
because I feel like I'm in competition with motherfuckers that I'm in competition with the motherfuckers that's spending the money to do it right.
And that's
at the very least, I got to make it look right. God damn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I got to make you feel good about fucking with me, because you can go give your money to the white people.
The thing about
they're going to charge your ass $13 more. I mean, still, it is what it is.
He going to make sure you're going to be in the building in terms of quality. Like, he ain't going to bullshit you. And that's good shit.
So when I went from the conversation from the start, when you said Dave and Buster's, right? And the whole thing, how they actually opened it back up. So, you know, I'm gonna serve y'all the grits with no salt and no butter right now. It's gonna be kind of raw, right? So the thing is, it's actually falling into place on how they want us to react to things that's opening back up, right? And the thing is, how you felt that you were still saying that you are still covered, whatever you had to go through to take the chance to be in the public and rolling like that. It is a thousand more people behind you that didn't agree with the whole everything, right? But y'all all come together in one place. Now, how many people said, well, I wasn't allowed to do this stuff?
I'm sorry. But he got a bottle of Velvet in his hand, too.
Right. That's to wash it down. That's the clearest shit. That's the clearest shit.
He got a bottle of heat, and the first thing he reached was a bottle of Velvet.
This nigga don't even drink like that either. That's what I'm tripping. When I seen the Belvedere, I was like, what the fuck?
It's smooth.
On the dark.
It's smooth.
Go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry.
And it's vodka. And I can't stand vodka, but Belvedere is good.
But now it's you think it's with all the whole panel, right? Do you think it's going to be an ongoing issue now since everything going up? So you think it's going to be a battle between people that got vaccinated and people not vaccinated coming in the same space to spend this money when they was doing all this time without? So what is the new? How is the new atmosphere going to be when all this stuff is lifted? Or like Max said, that they don't care about how you feel, whatever. Come spend that green. You know what I mean?
That's how it's gonna be. That's
how it is right now. Shit.
Yeah,
but this is what I think this is what I think personally gonna happen. I think it's gonna go all the way back to the beginning again. I think that your employees are gonna start getting sick. They're gonna start calling in. You're gonna find out they're infected, and they're gonna start infecting everybody else. And then we're gonna be back in the same triangle again. It's not gonna be long before we're on shutdown again. That's the only way it could go.
I believe you're gonna have small pockets of it with the people who are able to get vaccinated. Like a lot more people are going into that, like getting them. A lot more people are actually getting vaccinated. So I believe you probably having small pockets of outbreaks, but I believe for the most part, like with all the
I beg to differ. They said on the news the other day that doctors have slowed down their ordering process on vaccines because basically pretty much everybody who wants to get vaccinated have gotten vaccinated. And that's less than less than half the percent of the country that they want to get vaccinated. So they have actually slowed down on vaccinating.
Well, here's a more interesting statistic to go along with that, Shell. So I think it's 65% of Americans have had the first shot, but 65% of Americans who have had any kind of COVID shot, but 40% of them have only had the first shot. So people are taking the first shot, and because of all the shit that's been going on in the news with Johnson & Johnson and people getting sick from the second shots of the Moderna and the Pfizer shit, people are kind of like staying off and like saying, okay, well, let me see, what happens. I know, somebody who, well, actually, they actually got both their shots, but they got one shot, and then a relative of theirs had gotten sick after the second shot. And, they was really tripping about going back to get the second.
Even that, I got both shots. The first shot, I experienced most of the side effects. And the second shot, I didn't experience as many. But with that shot, it wasn't. You know how somebody say that if you got real fucked up and how you say you never drink again, but it is the next night you drinking again. That was about the sum of the side effects. That it was a real hard cup, maybe day or two, but it wasn't anything that I felt that would have stopped me from getting my second. So I get that, and I think so, and the statistical percentage of people who got that fucking sick, that they just couldn't do shit.
No, it's not that they got that sick. What I'm saying is that, okay, let's just put you in that very small percentage.
I mean, just say you didn't want to go get the second.
No, let me finish. So let's put you in that small percentage of people who got the shot, got over it with minimal fucking side effects, and endorse it for the next person because of your experience. The thing about it is that there's not as many of you as there are people that are spreading the scary stories. And so the vast majority of people, especially people like me, who hasn't been, I ain't had the first shot because I'm dealing with some other shit that scares the fuck out of me, you know what I'm saying, to even get sick. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing now is, well, let me sit back and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I'll stay in the house 6 more months. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else is moving around out there, I'll stay because I want to see, what is the real effects right now. Like you right now, what you telling me is that we are voluntarily being forced to be part of a fucking test group.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is.
Because all of this is just beta shit. All this is just right now to do something. But listen though, right? Okay, so after all the people who get vaccinated, right? For those who get it, go through it like you have, and it's cool. And like you said, he endorsed it to those like me. I'm not finna get shot. I don't fuck around with white people and their potions. But for those who do, I believe it'll be a whole lot more clinging to that after people like you talking, having a second shot, feeling fine. It's great. I think you'll have more people getting into it. The more people who talk to more people who have done it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I believe it'll be more like it'll be cool. But aside from that, when was the last time you heard any kind of mainstream media puts the issue on which shots were good to take?
Never.
They tell you the ones that are bad. You know what I'm saying? They only pump that fear shit, bro. Like,
I mean, before the Johnson & Johnson thing with the couple of females that had started experiencing the clotting, they wasn't really saying much about between Moderna or Pfizer, as in like you should get one over the other. I never really heard that. It was
exactly because the government was equally invested in in both, whichever one was going to come to the market and work, right? I would much rather be swimming. I would much rather be going downstream in a fucking rubber kayak with 2 paddles rather than 1.
Right.
So you feel what I'm saying?
And how I feel about it, it's just like the essential workers, right? The first ones to go out here and put their neck on the line for the betterment of whatever, right? Is actually going.
What up, June?
I feel like it's going to turn on some people later on because maybe they become the sickness. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like that's the part. But are we actually building ourselves at? Chill. Are we actually building ourselves for that, man? When it's like, okay, people that fell back, it did this, not some other line stuff that development in. Because it takes like 6 months for something to, you know what I'm saying, like kick in to let your body react and your body shit out because we haven't been through another season or whatever. But I'm just saying, for us, what we are saying, share the knowledge of every perspective, from every view, from every angle, right? Like, we prepared to deal with all that stuff on that thing because we actually talking about it and making it aware to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So this high setup with the essential workers, be prepared for people that got vaccinated and people that didn't get vaccinated to go meet up in the middle of the soccer field and yell truce or somebody coming, you know what I'm saying? Some prison shit.
Well, what I think it really is going to be a lot different. I think what's going to happen is a combination of basically is what Shell is saying put in motion, right? What Frank is saying about what Shell is saying. So what's going to happen is more people are going to be. It's almost like a political issue, right? Right. In terms of you being vaccinated or not vaccinated, wearing a mask, not wearing a mask, all of these different things, these healthcare issues have been politicized, right? So with political rhetoric comes political pressure, right? Right in your fucking backyard, right? So if your neighbors, your friends, your family members are with the vaccine and getting it out the way, those are the stories that you're going to be hearing, and you're going to be less hesitant to go get that shit shot in your arm. Also, what you're going to get and what you are getting right now is the whole philosophy behind herd immunity. That the more of us that get the vaccine, the more of us are protected who don't have the vaccine. And so then again, you're left with a morality choice. Are you going to be the selfish motherfucker that, enjoys the fruits of everybody else's suffering? Or are you going to be one of the ones that does a little bit of suffering for the good of the fucking herd? And I think that all of us are going to end up taking the fucking shot.
Well, this is what I think personally. I think that two things. One, Black people, especially, we have to stop looking at this like this is something like the Tuskegee experiment. Even the government has came out and said that shit was dead wrong, and then and they have all kind of laws and process to where that shit would never really happen again. That's number one. Number two, if you want to see what a country looks like the majority of people did not get vaccinated, then you need to look at India. India did not have access to the vaccinations that we have. And look at them now. They are on a 15 country, no border. They said it's better than China was almost in the beginning right now. If you really want to know what could happen as opposed to what's going on now, then look at that. I mean, for people that need that statistical balance on it, India is doing that right now.
That's the exact difference. We have that option.
And that's what I'm saying.
People will take that option.
So I feel like if you want to see what is, for everybody who want to be like, just I would just say that look at what we could be. We could be the country we could be part of the country that's on the no travel ban.
We could. We're America, damn it.
So if you want to see how bad it could get, look right now at India. They ain't have access to as much as we had access to. And again, I think at least a little protection if everybody is trying to get the first form of defense, then we make a pull through it. But right now, enough people ain't got it. So we ain't got no choice but to box backslide. Enough people didn't get it. Like, to me, how I understood the country opening back up was contingent on more than half the country getting the vaccination, and then it was going to slowly start opening back up over the summer. So the shit that the states are doing to me is completely ass fucking backwards, considering that more than less than half the country has gotten vaccinated. You shut down everything pre-July 4th because you said that most people wasn't going to be vaccinated till closer to the summer. By the time they got to whatever category you was in, and that's when it was going to be supposedly safe to try to start slowly opening back up. I mean, in my indication, that's why they shut down Jazz Fest. That's why they shut down all the festivals and everything else that they could have had.
That's what I'm saying.
Now
David Buster's is acting up.
Now those same cities or wherever else are going back up and they're just opening up the states wide open. But what was the basis of it on? Because it's not because it's not because half the country got vaccinated like it was supposed to. Like that was supposed to be
That's
the
what I'm saying. So
benchmark.
it could have been it. They could have been opened it up then. And this is the
So
thing,
that's
right?
what I'm saying. So if that's the case now, like no, like I don't know. I don't like other people being
There's
reckless for
way
my
too
life
much money go through this
for $1.
to ever be like India or any of that. Dude, way too much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so the thing is, right?
too much.
So now they try to force us into a real boondock situation. Nigga, the chicken is disappeared. I'm just saying, like, where's the chicken? Now this turned him into turmoil because I wasn't trying to take it racist. And I was in the store. I passed up all the chicken to get to the vegetables, right? That's like, Nick, you know it's a chicken sandwich. I was like, why the fuck you telling me? I said, damn, it's gonna be a problem. So
if you prepare to stay in your house and you prepare to do that shit, then that's fine. But if you know that you're gonna be hanging with your great aunt, your grandparents, and other people like that, then that's just some stuff that you need to take into consideration because
see, here's what I believe
feel
about
some kind
America
of way
in general.
Well, Shell, what you saying right now, not to cut you off, Frank. Shell, what you saying right now is exactly what I said is going to happen. You just personifying it. That pressure, that, you know what I'm saying, that well, what the fuck is wrong with you? If you want to do what all the rest of us,
exactly. And I'm not saying that it's supposed to be like that or not, but ultimately it is.
Which is exactly what I said.
Exactly.
Hear the stories of people like you who have taken all the shots and doing your shit. It's gonna be more motherfuckers willing to do it regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because they see more motherfuckers living through it.
I see Shell went through it. She didn't really,
right. All that shit is gonna be like the common flu shot. And at that fact,
went through. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, shit.
Frank, that's exactly
it must not be that big.
Everybody's gonna be having to do that shit.
Here's the thing.
At the end of the day, I think the most we're gonna be doing is just like that. It's gonna be something that's gonna be annually. It's gonna be like
it's a choice.
You have to get vaccinated annually and stuff like that. And then that's the case. If that's gonna help me keep a little extra layer of protection, I'm all right with that. I mean, because I'm all right with a flu shot. But again, a lot of people are not, and you can't force it on everybody, and everybody have rights. But if you're going to be one of the ones that's not, then don't be the asshole in public who don't want to wear a mask.
Oh yeah, that ain't never me.
Yeah.
Assholes that's not.
Because no, they got some people who just I got rights, so they don't want to get vaccinated. They don't want to wear a mask. They want to come to your function and dare you to tell them something about it. So don't be that person. If that's the case, then okay, well then you prepare to just be, right.
Oh, so the thing is, right, because
my point in general, protect self at all times, like a boxer. So I don't go nowhere without my mask. I don't give a fuck. Plus, I know how I am about that type of shit. So I protect myself, man. I don't fuck around. And I don't go nowhere, nigga. I fuck with my folks, and that's it. But
see, I might be a little different, right? Because I'm in the woods, so I came out to play, right? I came out to take a little trip, but I was like semi-reckless until they actually told me how to, how to conduct myself in their federal funded airports, right? Because the things that I had to protect myself, it wasn't good enough for them. They said, you got to have this one. And I'm like, well, I just spent money on that one. Well, it's like, nope, that don't find it. So where is it? Okay, what if I came up in here with an N95, or I came up in here with a big ass paint mask on, fresh air system with the little thing on the side, like Darth Vader, right? You actually would have told me I can't bring that on the plane. But it's the cleanest thing out there. But I could go back to yours. So that's what I was saying is that get prepared, fellas, because it's going to be a topic of conversation in the next few months, where it's going to be trying to be the separation and divide of the ones that got it and didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? If we don't put people on that mind frame right now, actually when it comes out, it's going to be one side of the schoolyard on this other side of the schoolyard. It's going to be a separation. It's going to be a fine line, right? And it's going to go up because it's going to be like, okay, well, you can't come over here because you're not vaccinated. Be for sure of it. We know what battle feels like, dog.
It's a trip that you would put it like that because I was listening to Howard Stern this morning. Robin Quivers, right, was saying, because everybody in this show has been vaccinated. And she was saying how She's not dealing with nobody who's not been vaccinated. They can't come to her house. She's not being in the room with them, this, that, and the third. And then she laughed and she said, "This is the very first time that I know how it feels to be racist."
Huh.
Yeah. Because it's the truth.
And that's what it's going to be. It's going to be prejudice. It already was that. It was that with the mask shit all the way through the election.
Right.
Yeah, but
if you was rolling with the Democrats, you wore a mask. If you was pumping Trump, you wasn't wearing no motherfucking mask, and you was making a fuss about it.
But and that's the part of the separation.
But still, at the end of the day, you got motherfuckers, and again, with all the cities that are open, coinciding, some motherfuckers wear masks, some motherfuckers not. It is whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be life, man. Motherfuckers gonna move on and get over it, regardless. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have your pockets in your particular places. That's like, fuck that. We reserve the right to serve this, that, and the other. And if you ain't vaccinated, then we reserve the right to serve you. Great. But other than that, motherfuckers gonna get that money, man. Motherfuckers are still gonna be on their shit. Nigga, it's America. Shit. Everybody got their choices.
That's like me walking in with some white Air Force Ones on. You got some black Air Force Ones on. It's the same shoe, still tennis shoe, but they says yours is dressed up and mine's just bright white. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
So like, but he gonna keep it pushing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he gonna say, well, it looks more classy because it matches with the all black tuxedo that he got on, right? So this is the part where, that I see just in the place where I'm at, it's a divide. And it's starting on a small home front, where people are actually going after kids, where people actually say, why your kid don't have a mask on, and the kid 3 years old. This kid that been through all that and just got vaccinated before he left out the hospital less than 2 years ago. Whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? That you don't have no choice. But like I said, man, that
I don't know they asked my kids about that, nigga.
Yeah, so through this platform, and it's other people that is experiencing these things in life, and it seems like they're getting some feedback on like really, who the fuck are you to deny somebody giving you something for free that's hopefully going to benefit you, right? But the thing is, you're just like, okay, well, I'm not going to fucking go to the Jim Jones Kool-Aid. Why can't be me? Why I don't have a choice to fit into the rest of society when it all turns around, dog? And it's been like heavy on my mind since the whole chicken incident this morning. Like, where's the chicken going? Anybody know what's up with the chicken that I don't have here today? You know, say I can't get chicken feet or
with me as and with my kids, nigga, protect yourself at all times. They stay masked and dashed up too.
Where's the chicken at? That's what I need to know. Where has the chicken left to?
I don't know how we got on this. This was good, but I had a whole nother subject up.
I know. I had seen it flash up there when the shit first started. Well, but this is a good one though, because for real, this is what we have to deal with in the months.
Yeah, I ain't gonna change it. I'm gonna save it for tomorrow.
Yeah. So and the thing is, what I was saying, Shell, though, too, right? I don't know if you heard me or not. That's the part where it's not going to even separate us, right? Because although we have different opinions and different views on it, we try to still stick together and get to the overall view, right? Like some people do and some people don't. So the thing is, what they want us to do, you know what I'm saying? We probably 100%, but what we need to do is still educate ourselves all the way around. So the people out there that we actually said, don't be scared to speak your voice, because we're not debating about anything. We just hashing out the details to get to an even plane. You know what I'm saying? So we got to walk hand together and get through this stuff. That's how we're going to get through it. Period.
So what I was going to say is what you're saying, Shell, is exactly right, exactly correct. What I think we have, oh shit, she disappeared again. What I think we have right now is it's more becoming a political thing, right? So let's just say, right, the choices that we have as Americans is either we're gonna make the choice to believe what the government says, or we're gonna have the government force us to do whatever it is that they're talking about, right? Okay. Well, the thing about it is, with black folks, right, we don't trust the government. We don't trust what they say. So even if they're giving us good information, it's Dr. Fauci, and now we got, you know what I'm saying? We got all the scientists coming on the various podcasts or whatever, and they telling us that we should take it. Niggas in the back of our minds are saying, yeah, but the government be on some fuck shit with us. So I'm gonna wait and see. However, if my people, right, if Shell and Ronald Mack and Frank and Yogi and people that I love and trust is saying, look, I took the shit and I got a little sick, you know what I'm saying, a little nausea, a little headache, whatever, my arm hurt a little bit or whatever, but that shit wasn't nothing. And now I'm, I can live with the idea that I'm protected, even though we don't know what the fuck is going on with these mutated strands and shit, right? But I'm gonna be more comfortable with listening to you than I am listening to some motherfucker on CNN telling me that everybody's doing it. So why am I resisting? Because everybody was going along with lynching niggas, right. But some niggas resisted.
Yeah. And this the other part, Matt. Just like this, right? What if me and you go take the shot and one of us don't make it? But we were trying to do for the better good for everybody to still see it. Was I being selfish, trying to put that on you? Or did everybody else, did it be like, it'll be somebody to blame? Oh, you should have, and that's the part where I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like I said on this platform, I'm trying to open up people's mind to it.
Let's not get it fucked up, right? I am so not an anti-vaxxer, right? Like I believe that vaccines have, in modern medicine have, what I'm saying, they have solved a lot of shit that was, rampant, in some of our history and shit. What I also believe is that right now, what coronavirus did is it made a big money grab for medical companies that had the capability to try to replicate this protein, and therefore try to offer it to us as a means of us integrating this shit into our bodies to be able to fight off, a healthier strain of it. My thing is, it's too much money in there, man, for me not to be thinking about the money.
And not only that,
too much money in there for me not to think about the money.
Not only that, it's the people behind the money.
And this shit is too fucking fast, man. And that's the only thing that scared me. If right now, if you said, because I don't feel like
that ain't working here. Whatever you got going on.
Yeah, you freeze me coming back. So I don't get the flu shot, right? I don't get the flu shot. But let's just say, all of a sudden, right, there was this fucking, this flu just came and it was just, it killed 3 times as many motherfuckers as it kills every year. So it's something to be concerned about. And I know the flu shot, when given to motherfuckers, has various different side effects, but it ain't killing niggas. I'm going to get the flu shot. But this shit here, who the fuck knows? Do I got to be the one to die for y'all to say don't fuck with it?
See?
But no, so
that's why personally, my immune system is great. I haven't caught it. I'm going to roll with God on this one. And if it's a mandatory thing, like as in life and death, like if I'm on my deathbed, they're like, you better take this shot or you're going to die. I'm still going to think twice. I don't think I take the shot. But like, other than that, I'm good. I don't want you to give me nothing I don't have. I don't want to fuck with y'all like that,
and
man.
That's just it.
Give me some broccoli, nigga.
And
I'll that.
Broccoli not even healthy, boy. You better change your language.
Give me some asparagus, nigga. I'll take that.
With it.
I ain't fucking with none of them. I ain't fucking with them in their potions.
But that's just it. I think that is where you are. It's how people feel, it's where you are at the moment at it. Because like Frank said, he's where he is and, and that's how he feels about it right now. I, on the other hand, feel like I know a lot of people who caught it and who died. So that's my standpoint with it. I know a lot of people that's caught it have died. And
let's just be true. We black and we in America. Everybody immune system is kind of fucked up. So
and look, and that's what
you know,
we were
like
just talking right
so
now.
you know, it's like you know.
Something that popped in my
What you
head
say?
earlier. I was talking. I said something popped up in my head when I was talking to a couple of my friends earlier. Right. I said, well, a vaccine, right, is patent. You can't patent nothing that's naturally happening in the natural occurrence. So that's my thing, right?
Right.
Second of all, right, why they never had a vaccine for sickle cell, but they can make proteins to fill in all the other stuff for this virus. You
I
know
mean,
what I'm
because
saying?
it would
But
help more black people than anything
I
if they
mean,
did.
that,
Why would they do that?
But who's going into this like this shot is
It
a
would help
cure?
more black people.
I mean,
no,
shame on you. Nobody ever said this
but
was a cure. They said it was a vaccination.
no. So what
But
I'm
still,
saying is that is going to separate us, and how we brought
pick
it
and
up
choose.
earlier, right? That I'm seeing right now was unfolded to me, and what's the little bit of information I got. People are saying all these things are disappearing because you're not getting the vaccine. All these things are prevalent to you if you do. And I'm just saying that we're gonna just like be the voice that we're on this platform, right? That actually let people know our friends. Ain't nothing wrong with nothing we saying, right? Ain't nothing wrong with our views. It's our choices, right? But we do have a choice. But don't let like, and I never thought about it like that. Like Max said, it's like coming from a political point of view now. You know what I'm saying? It's a divide. Remember how we said
Well,
if we
I'm
don't let
looking
each
at what
other
I
know?
see, but
See,
I don't want to be like India.
No,
Because
but and
India
the thing
fucked
is,
off
right?
right now.
Look, it will never be like India. You know why? Shell, because you got us. We
no,
got each
no,
other because
people
now
are
we built.
smart. They gonna take the vaccine. We are in America,
Because I
man.
mean,
Motherfuckers
India is
know,
not exactly
you know,
India
they
is
gonna
not
get with it.
exactly
You know,
a
it's gonna
poor
happen.
country that what I wouldn't
Yeah.
think that they wouldn't be able to get the vaccine like talk about.
We will
So
But
never
now
be
the
like
fact that they haven't got it and the fact
if
that
we
they
gotta
their
hire
toll
David
is
Blaine to
going back up,
magically
that's
make
just
one.
realistic.
it just like this, right? More people die from malaria in the messed up water over there than they die from this thing in a longer period of time than this. And that's what I'm saying, Shell. That
I just
I'm
don't want to go
happy
on the
that we.
ventilator and can't come off of it.
But the one, the cold part about it, let's just keep it all the way gangster, right? That we could go to the gas station, be on a ventilator by somebody else's hands. I done seen people that walked out the house. It was like, oh, I know that in a baseball hit him in the back of the head from some little kid next door that just swung a bat on a T-ball and killed him. Right? But the thing is, right, so that we understand what it
these
is.
just don't look like the same statistics as walking out your house and dying. I mean,
No, but the thing is,
when
it
we
pretty
was in the
much
middle of
is
this pandemic,
because
that wasn't the same.
so
It wasn't the same statistics like that.
Now,
no, I swear.
I
Look,
understand this. I
That
want to
toll
make
was
this perfectly
really like
clear.
going up.
I have to make this perfectly clear. I'm not saying don't get vaccinated at all. I'm saying personally, me personally, I would advise those who do it. Get it done, make it happen. Get vaccinated. Love it. You like it, I love it. Me personally, I've been in prison a lot, like for a long time. And I ain't been on the streets getting battered and bruised by a whole lot of bullshit. My immune system is on deck right now. Like, we ready to fight. We ain't been fighting. So that's me.
I smoke a lot.
Man.
I smoke a lot of pot.
Me
So,
too. And I
my
roll
cannabis,
so I'm good.
my cannabinoid receptors is on high alert, and the motherfuckers be calling T cells for backup whenever they see something foreign come up in the motherfucking joint. That's how we rolling.
At the end of the day, I've been in a situation where I've been basically in a sterile area where my immune system has shit to do but get better. Working out, sleeping, working out. Eat, sleeping, working. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, man.
So
Well,
hopefully,
Look, I talk that shit. I talk that shit. I talk that shit, right? But I want the vaccine. I want to be able to roll around this motherfucker and not be having the fucking fear of getting killed off by a cold. But at this point, I'm just as scared of the fucking vaccine as I am scared of the goddamn COVID.
Because it's not enough. It's not enough insurances. Relish, my main man. How you doing,
What's
brother?
up, Relish?
got somebody in the chat. Shell, you gotta go.
Hey, fellas.
Relish, you kid.
I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all have it. I'm having major internet issues.
All right, girl, love you.
And this not
You're
working.
Shell,
So
we'll talk some more.
tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
All right,
Right,
back.
chat,
Be
though,
safe.
me and you.
right, what?
Gentlemen.
Relish, your shit is fucked up too. You on that that local Wi-Fi, huh? That LAN area network. Relish on that young dollar. Relish got that net zero going on our ass.
He got that Nick Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That's
Don't be
that
clowning,
woods
man, because
Wi-Fi.
it's hard.
Anywhere where there's trees like
It be
that in your
hard.
background, your Wi-Fi fucked up.
You niggas be freezing
You
and
see all them
cloning
trees?
and all kind of shit.
Yeah, all them trees back there. Yeah. Oh, there you
have
go.
to go back and buy a house.
Still breaking up though. But yeah,
You gotta get on the Wi-Fi, Relish. Your mobile data ain't strong
The
enough.
Wi-Fi works. The Wi-Fi even fucking worse.
That's hilarious.
What up, brother? Okay,
Look,
well,
this shit went out.
All right. So yeah, man.
but you know, that's the one thing. Frank Nunn Flyer came back. That's the part that when people actually chime in, like 3 or 4 months down the road from now, man. You know what I'm saying? I could really feel it. You know, not saying that I got all woodsy on stuff, but I feel that energy, man. You know how you feel that energy before you know you're supposed to go to Summer Jam, but you're going to Summer Jam, but you know it's gonna be some folk. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's actually coming. I ain't saying caught up in some folk because it's gonna be somebody because like I'm for real. I was still out there visiting people, but I'm rolling without the little thing on because like I'm knowing that this is like smothering the shit out of me. But I see people actually driving with the whole thing too. It's like, how far are you gonna go to be so scared about your life? You know what I'm saying?
I can't do it by myself because I'm claustrophobic, low key. Like I need that air. You know, I had asthma real bad as a kid and shit like that. So, and I very rarely keep the nose covered unless somebody in the establishment asks me to because I got glasses fog up. But I keep a mask on. All this stay covered all day.
Yeah, but the whole thing is and that's the one part that I actually see on photo. And like I said, I'm in a whole different environment. It's almost like the Hatfields and McCoys right now. You know what I'm saying? You get caught when the sun goes down. You got a mask on to wear. Talk about they let you in the store, but like the people was like, "Come on, we've been around here for the whole half a year. Ain't nobody that we directly knew. We knew some people that went off the side of the mountain from the snow, so but who actually got? You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, underlying health issues, and it's gonna separate us again. That's what I'm afraid of. I know. I just feel it, man. So I don't know if I'm just going on about it. If I'm going
I don't believe it's gonna go down like that.
It's gonna be a real
I believe
tough
it'll be more of a Pepsi Coke type of thing. I believe it's gonna. You know what I'm saying? You got the Pepsi over here, and you got your Coke folks over there. So I mean, because at the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna be split people. I believe the majority will get vaccinated, right? And at that point, it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of the things that
peer pressure kind of thing,
right? And you know, I'm a gangster. You can't peer pressure me. Not only that, though, I know my people gonna love me regardless. So,
but that's my thing, right? Because you know, in a weird about kind of way, you know, I've been like indulging into this on a personal level, and pretty much, you know, a lot of people haven't been facing with saying like nothing could actually save you, but yourself, right? I take a quote from one of my friends, right? They said that, you know, how you gonna go to the problem to get the solution?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, really.
But here's the thing, though. The thing about that is because they built the fucking problem, so they got the solution. You know what I'm saying? That's
but the thing is
the other side of that
solution
coin. You know what I'm saying? You got it's whether you trust their solution is the problem because you don't trust their ass.
Frank, but you think you wasn't under the same umbrella, but you are. So think about this, right? When they said, "Hey, turn in all your guns, disarm yourself. We'll give you $500 for them. I don't care who it is, what it is, right? But we're gonna arm it, because it's gonna lessen the violence on the streets." Them old Daniel Boone, whatever, some of them was worth a lot of money that people didn't gave up, right? Not even knowing, right? But at the end of the day, then you got some high tech.
Upstairs.
You know,
if we all doing it, then that's different. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm
the
still
whole
gonna
thing.
keep mine.
There you go.
I don't trust
You
their
know
ass.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Well, go ahead, Nick. Close it out. We got 30 seconds.
I'm just saying, I love everybody, so thank y'all for listening in. You know, if anybody got some, go to our other avenues of discussion. If y'all didn't get to catch it live, you know, let us know what you think. One.
That's right.
By all means, man,
All right.
get vaccinated. Don't not get vaccinated. Do y'all shit. Do y'all shit.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Mac.
All right. We have been live at 5 from the Piranha Pond. I have been your host, Kingfish Mac, along with None Flyer, my boy Nick Nass. We've been joined by my girl, Nick Moe, who had to duck out on us early, but we still love her.
And Relish.
Tomorrow. And my boy Relish jumped in at the end. We're trying to get him in for a hot second. We invite everybody to not only jump into the pond and chop it up with us, but catch us on the replay on Facebook as well as YouTube. We have been the Piranha Pond live at 5, and now we are